Along comes Newsy. How many of you have ever heard of Newsy? A couple of you have heard of Newsy. Good, good, good. I didn't know all that much about Newsy, but the prospect intrigued me. So I'm going to try to tell you a little bit about Newsy, about what we're doing, because I went there 18 months ago, and the company is nothing like it was 18 months ago, and that's a good thing. Because if it is tomorrow what it was yesterday, we are in big trouble. We are in big trouble as a startup. So, dispatches from the frontiers of multimedia journalism, and away we go. There's Newsy. Okay, what is Newsy? Multi-perspective mobile video news analysis. That's what I always like to say. It's really kind of easy to remember. Multi-perspective meaning multiple sources, the real story. We're a classic comparative journalism model. We operate on fair use. We compare media coverage. So we're going to compare Fox News with MSNBC side by side, the New York Times with the Wall Street Journal, Al Jazeera next to the Times of India, whatever it might be. We're going to compare how the media covers a story. So no, we're not looking for what the people of Corvallis think about, the storms that are coming in. We are looking at media coverage, and we are simply interested in comparing how the media chooses to approach a story. Why? Well, because if you just watch Fox News or you just watch MSNBC, chances are you are going, and then you start to watch, you're going to have culture shock, right? Because you're getting one part of one story depending on what you're watching. So multiple sources. We believe that if you compare this open marketplace, this Jeffersonian, Miltonian concept of the open marketplace of ideas, does that sound familiar for journalism students? The truth will prevail. And that if you're putting them side by side in little 2-minute segments, are you going to get the whole answer? No, but are you going to begin the discussion? Yes, you are. Multiple sources, the real story. Mobile. Ken already said it's the game changer for us. We were one of the very first news organizations on the iPad when it was released, and we immediately shot to number one in the world. Number one in the world on that device. We are still a top 10 in places like Israel or Senegal. So it's kind of weird. But the mobile devices, and we'll talk a little bit about mobile, but mobile is not mobile is not mobile. The iPhone is not the iPad, is not the Android, is not the BlackBerry. They are completely different devices, but it is our game changer. Video. Being a TV guy, I'm biased towards video, but it is also the monetizing king. You want to make money? Do video. And if you are in print or if you are in magazine or whatever it is that you are, rush. Do not walk toward video, because video is the monetizing king, according to me. News, it's what we do. And analysis. We don't aggregate the news. We analyze the news. We're highlighting the key differences in reporting to make you smarter, faster, so that you truly understand what the issues are that are going on out there.
We go out and we take a look at a story from hundreds of different angles and pull them together into short 2 to 3 minute video clips and show you a story from anything ranging from how maybe the China Daily covered it to the BBC to Fox News to CNN, and we point out the differences in the way that stories are covered. So we're able to show you that maybe the way that something like Fox Business News covered a story maybe versus how the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times covered maybe a financial story are different.
That's our president, Jim Spencer. He's the guy who came up with this concept. He said, I want to start this company. I could start it anywhere. He likes to say that some of the best tech companies were incubated at California universities, and so he thought that what would be a better place than to incubate a new journalism concept than to go to one of the oldest journalism schools in the country. We're both partial to that because we graduated from the University of Missouri School of Journalism, and we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Welcome to Newsy. Newsy is multi-source, multi-platform video news. It's the only video news service that allows users to compare bias by highlighting nuances in reporting. Through short, professionally produced videos for mobile devices and the web, Newsy provides context with convenience, making you smarter, faster. It's MSNBC next to Fox News, Al Jazeera next to the BBC, The Huffington Post next to the Daily Beast. From TechCrunch to TMZ, it's a broader view in a concise format. Newsy gives you context with convenience, when you want it, how you want it, where you want it. Download our award-winning, highly rated free apps from iTunes, the Android market, and BlackBerry app world today. Newsy, multiple sources, the real story.